Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Thursday, the 14th of March 2024. In today's Millwall news, we start off with this from the Southwarknews.co.uk. Millwall boss warns against complacency amid strong form and reveals why he looks forward to games at the Football Theatre of Elland Road. Things are going very well for Neil Harris and his players at the moment, but challenges await on the horizon. Neil Harris has warned his players against complacency as he looks to keep up his remarkable unbeaten start back at the Den. 3 wins in 4 for the returning manager has eased relegation fears and allowed Millwall to head into the final weeks of the season with confidence. Lions legend Harris knows that Sunday's trip to Leeds United poses a huge challenge to his side, who have recovered impressively from the 8-game winless run that saw the club part way with Joe Edwards. And the Mill boss is keen for his players to keep their feet on the ground and remain focused despite their early triumphs under his management. Harris told the News at Den. It's fantastic points return. It just goes to show that we've been organised, resilient. There's been moments of quality, but we also have real character, spirit, and camaraderie in the group. The message to my players is very clear. Well done. You've done brilliant. But there are still loads more to come, and we have to have that mindset going into Leeds, West Brom, Rotherham, and Huddersfield. Harris has been clear since returning that he believes players need a certain mindset and mentality to be successful at Millwall, and he stressed the importance of him leading by example, the 46-year-old said. It's my job to lead the troops. When I walked in, I thought the team needed leadership, and that's certainly no disrespect to anyone in the building now or has been in before me. I thought Millwall needed Millwall leadership, and I know what the football club's philosophy is, what the principles are, what the belief of the fan base is, and what's needed. The players need to hear me, to see me and learn from me, and that's just not on the pitch trying to get my demands across. That's off the pitch as well, and I've talked about them trying to be a good Millwall team, but some of them haven't been here very long, and they need to know what a good Millwall player is and what demanded from the fan base when it's 0-0 at home and it's a bit scrappy. It's not always a goal at one end, it's making sure you don't concede at the other end and you win your tackles and your headers. And I like what's in my changing room personality-wise, and I want to give the lads a platform to be themselves. Harris is looking forward to returning to the Football Theatre at Elland Road on Sunday and trying to pull off another shock result following the victory at Southampton last month. When West Ham and Palace and Charlton aren't in the league, then yeah, Leeds is the next one that I look forward to. He said, I'm fortunate to have played in and scored and managed in quite a few of these games, and I have a tremendous record against Leeds. I enjoy it and I want my players to enjoy it. Let's get it right. Leeds are a very good side, and they're as good as a championship side I've seen this season. Definitely as good as Southampton, Leicester and Ipswich. Leeds look as good as they have had for a long time, so we know the challenge that awaits. Elland Road is a brilliant football theatre. It's one of the few places that rivals the Den for atmosphere, in my opinion, across the English pyramid system. There's great football theatres at Anfield and St James's Park, but outside those grounds that hold 50,000, the Den is an awesome place that people fear. And you have Elland Road, which brings out the best in people. It's always brought out the best in me, and I look forward to seeing my team at the weekend. Sounds good. Now moving on to this. Also from the Southwarknews.co.uk. Right up there with the best for me, George Saville lauds Neil Harris's man management skills and remembers Mill's famous 4-3 win at Leeds in 2018. The midfielders enjoyed the return of the Millwall legend to the dugout. George Saville has hailed Neil Harris as among the best man managers around after the stunning impact the head coach has made on his return to Millwall. Having been sleepwalking into a relegation battle before Harris's arrival, the 46-year-old has steered the Lions 10 points out of a potential 12 and away from the bottom 3. Saville played under Harris during his previous spell in charge at the Den and highly rates his manager's ability to get players fired up. The midfielder 30 told News at Den. He's a man manager, right up there with the best for me. We've got that relationship going back quite a few years now. It just shines through him as a guy. He's so loyal, so honest, and just a great guy. And he puts that into his players. And when you get out there, you want to do what you can for him and for me. That's just what we need right now. Harris takes his side to rivals Leeds United next as he looks to stretch his unbeaten run since returning to 5 games. His first match back last month was away at Southampton, where Millwall pulled off an unlikely win against the promotion chasers. And Saville believes they can take confidence from that feat. He said, Oh, Leeds is a big game for the football club. It's a fixture I've always enjoyed as well, especially playing for Millwall. Leeds away at Elland Road, the position they're in as well. There's not many better places to go and play football, to be honest. We've shown how difficult we are to play against at the moment. Not many teams will probably want to play us against us right now, and we're working really hard. We're working really hard to beat. It's a difficult fixture for them, and the Southampton game gives us confidence. We can go and beat the top teams. We'll go and be difficult on Sunday and try and get a result. Of the current squad, only Saville, Jake Cooper and Sean Hutchinson were part of the team who grabbed a memorable 4-3 win in January 2018 at Elland Road while Harris was in a dugout. Saville smiled as he recalled the dramatic afternoon, which featured 2 late goals from Tom Elliott and Jed Wallace in what was Mill's last win away at rivals Leeds. He said, "Oh, that day was incredible. I think we were 2-0 up. I got their centre-half sent off, and then within 15 minutes of the second half, they were 3-2 up, and you could just hear the noise, and to turn it around again was just incredible. And that's one game that will live long in my memory for sure. It was an incredible day. We hadn't won away from home the whole season, and we went and picked up a result there that sparked us into winning 5 or 6 in a row. We were playing there with no fear, nothing to lose. It was our first year in the Championship and trying to get results. Whereas now it's a bit different. We're in a different situation. A lot of stuff has happened this year, but we've got a lot of people who have good experience throughout the team here. We've got a manager that's been there and done it, and players that have been there before. It's a challenge to be excited about." Saville, who has made 183 appearances for Millwall, was out of contract at the end of the season, but insists there is work to be done on the pitch before he will focus his full attention on that situation. He said, "Oh, there's discussions to be had. Obviously, I think at the moment we're just working together to put the football club first, so it's just a matter of putting the football club where it needs to be, and then I'm sure we can have discussions after that." So there you go. Now moving on to this, an injury update from the South London Press, londonnewsonline.co.uk. Kevin Nisbet and Tom Bradshaw set for specialist visits next week as Boss provides Millwall injury update ahead of the Leeds fixture. Kevin Nisbet and Tom Bradshaw are both set to see specialists next week to give a clearer return date for the Millwall pair. Scottish international Nisbet has been out since the start of February with a hamstring injury, and Bradshaw, whose form in a Lions shirt that last season saw him rewarded with a Rouse recall, is sidelined with an Achilles problem. Brothers and Izzy will both be at specialist middle of next week, just for an update and plan for the following weeks. Mill boss Neil Harris told the South London Press. "We're hoping for good news on both centre forwards, which would give me a better time guidance to know when they're going to be back involved in the group. Hutchie played 45 minutes on Monday for the under-21s. Adam Mayer and Ramon Maynes, they played 75 minutes and came through it very well. So they joined the training group on Wednesday. Edomu, Hutch and Kevin Nisbet won't be fit for the Easter weekend, but they should be moving in the right direction by then to be thinking about being included later on in April." Harris also revealed there might be some late calls on some of his squad for this weekend's fixture at Leeds United. Off the back of a 3-game week, there are also some aches and pains where a couple of lads may have struggled at the start of the week, said the Lions manager. There will be 1 or 2 that are going to have to be assessed going to Elland Road on Sunday, but nothing major. So there you go. All sounds good. Now, tomorrow, Friday afternoon, the under-21s are playing again. They're playing on Monday and they are playing on Friday. This is from cu-fc.com, Colchester United's website. The game is being held at Malden Tiptree FC. 2 p.m. kickoff. So yeah, tickets on the gate are priced at £5 for adults and £3 for concessions, and parking is very limited and is available on a first come first served basis. So there you go, and there's the location there, CM95JQ, Malden Tiptree FC. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.